You are fucking that shit up. We are live, girl. We are now live as of now.
Okay.
What's up, world family? Mwah. It's been a long time
Hey,
since
hey.
we've been on Sistar-Hood Chronicles.
Long time
But
no
we
see. Yes, yes.
It's a very long time. I want to discuss my my hurdles that prevented me from involving my life with YouTube, but not right now. I'm gonna do that at another time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We go through obstacles, things jumping our way. Not even just our way, but just the people. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's just those things. One of those things where you just gotta take care of the things that you need to take care of. Priorities. You gotta prioritize your life. Huh?
Yep. Yes.
So welcome everybody for watching the Sisterhood. I mean, thank you everyone for watching the Sisterhood Chronicles. You're tuning
Yes.
in. Everstush and myself,
Hey, Medea.
and we want to definitely discuss Kanika Jenkins, and the issue
Yeah.
that's surrounding her, her death, her mystery death, we must say. But we basically, we pretty much want to reach out to our youth with this video. We want to definitely reach out to our youth because not only are they our leaders of tomorrow, but they need to be aware of surroundings and what's happening around them from the day-to-day basis. And not only that, they're the ones that are out here doing the partying
Right.
and conducting themselves. So when they're out there in the public, they need to make sure that they're aware of who they're with and making sure they're just living safely.
Yeah.
But I want to definitely go on. You could say some things real quick, CC, because as you're discussing some things or talking real quick, I want to be able to share this video as we're live.
Okay.
Because this is new, so we really have no viewers. So we definitely want to build up our viewers, our fan club, our loved ones, our everything, because we are one. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
and then only make sure. Oh, sorry. We want to remind people how this is, a platform for us women to be able to uplift one another, and men too. You know what I'm saying? Because they need some upliftment as well. But for the most part, yes. I don't know who this number is. Can I just answer this real quick, please? This is weird. 1 second.
So just
Hello?
piggybacking off of what she said, we need to make sure that our children are surrounded by people that are truly friends, people that they know be meeting because as we know around this mysterious story with Miss Kanika, these group of individuals were clearly not her friends. So when you have a child and they say that I'm going out with my friend, we need to, as parents, be proactive and make sure that these are really our children's friends, and that where do they come from? What kind of upbringing do they come from? Do we meet their parents? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these people that are so-called friends are not truly our friends. And clearly, by watching this video of this developing story, these individuals were not her friends. I don't know how long she's known these people. I don't know what the backstory is on each one of these individuals, but they were ratchet. They were at a hotel party. I mean, you have to really be careful about who you're letting your children go out and hang with. You know what I'm saying? And then you have people that say, you can't be such an overprotective parent. You got to let your children get some breathing room, especially when they become teenagers. Yes, that's true. They're supposed to get some breathing room, but we cannot be lackadaisical in these times and just be letting our kids just be with any and everybody doing any and everything. You feel me?
Right, exactly. Sorry about that.
Everybody does not have your best interest at heart.
Exactly. But see, nowadays, we have our teens who feel as though everybody is their friends.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have this popular thing going on. You know, they have this fan club, you know, on Facebook, or just the social media sites, period. You know,
Right.
they have a lot of followers, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and because of so, they have to feel as if they have to keep up, you know, with the Joneses, I must say, as my mother would say to me years ago, you know, growing up. You know, so I feel as though us as parents have to not only, because it's hard being a parent, you know, it's not easy
Yeah.
at all. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
by doing, you know, by saying that, you know, we try our best to, you know, parent to the best of our ability, I must say. You know,
Yeah.
the things that we learned growing up, we teach that to our kids, not saying that it's correct, you know, because some of the
Right.
things are, this is the reasons why shit's happening today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, as parents, we have to guide our children, you know, and so life and watch them grow and grow up with them and not having them grow up with us. You know,
Right.
there's a difference between those two lines. You know, growing up with your kids or allowing your kids to grow up with you. Two different things. You know what I'm saying? So we need to be able to grow up with our kids. You know, and listen to some of the things that they have going on. And I know it's hard because there's times that us being parents, we have to allow our kids to, you know, we have to loosen up that
Yeah.
rope. But,
Yeah.
you know, and it's scary out there. It's a scary world. You
Yeah.
know, so by us loosening up that rope, what do we do? You know,
Right.
do we, you know, contact them every 24, you know, 24 minutes?
Yeah, go
You know,
see.
it's just to figure out where their whereabouts are. You know,
Yeah.
it's scary for them to be out in the streets, and we know how the streets are today. So what do we teach our kids moving forward? You know what I mean? Like, how do we reach out to our youth moving forward so therefore they can lead an example to the
Right.
next behind them?
Correct. Correct. So, sis, what are your thoughts on what has occurred with this young lady? Because there's so many
I feel
different
like
things going on social media and in the news. It's like, what happened to this girl? And as a parent,
exactly.
as a parent, never mind a friend or a family member, like as a parent, I can't even imagine like what is her mother going through? You know what I'm saying? Because like there's so many conflicting things. Like I would be freaking out like, yo, what happened with my daughter? You know what I'm saying? Like what happened to my baby? You feel me?
Right.
Like
Exactly.
there's so many different conflicting stories, from organ harvesting to, you know, the friends just set it up for a lick for some money, $200, or, you know, it's just so many different things. Like
What
what
about
happened to
these
this
kids
girl?
that's out here drinking at the age of 19 and they're out here having a party on live, you know, just letting the world know that they're underage and they're getting toasted at this hotel party?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, how embarrassing is that for your parents? Like,
Right.
you represent one another. You know what I mean? Like, I represent my children and my children represent me, vice versa.
Right.
You know, so how embarrassing is that when you know as if you didn't raise your child to be out there condoning?
Right. And you know, us growing up, we wasn't even allowed to go to nothing like that. I mean, if we was to do something like that, it would be us sneakingly doing it. It would like, I couldn't even imagine asking my mom, can I go to a hotel party? She would have been like, no, why is this party in a hotel?
But
First of
she's
all,
19.
I don't give a
But
I
she's
don't give a
19.
damn. I don't give a damn. Like, why is the party in the hotel? It's a party.
So nowadays, these kids, what they say is they're going to a party. They're not going to just really too much say a hotel party, you know? And at the age of 19, like me saying to my son, okay, well, I can't really, well, my son asked me to go to a hotel party. Well, a party, right?
Known caller.
My son asks me to go to a party. I want to know, where's the party at, right?
Right.
Who's the party for? When is the party, when's the start and the end time of the party, the end duration.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
I wanted the who, what, when, where's, and why. Right?
Right.
But they can always leave out after answering all those questions. They still have room to leave out the fact that it's a hotel party.
True.
You know what I mean? So then you find out afterwards, once your child is missing, like, you know what I mean? So it's just so crazy how we have to just be on board with our kids, and we just have to teach them. Like, okay, you're going to this hotel party. This is what it is. Okay. Yes, no, you have a curfew. Because number one, if you're not paying any of these bills, you definitely have a curfew. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So on top of that, you know, you still have to, and their surroundings and who may be at that party, and how you have to make sure you're knowledgeable of what's going on around you. Although you want to have a good time, you want to turn up and drink and do all this other. My kids don't even drink or smoke, number one. But to even just say, you know, you just want to have a good time, you know.
Right.
You know, understand.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's not right. You know, and you may want to remove yourself from the equation. Right. You know what I mean? If that means by whatever means go home, it's time to go home. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if I am in instinct, going with your instincts. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We have to tap into we have to get into the habit of listening to our energy, what our energy is telling us. You just know as a person, because all of us have this inner feeling, like your intuition start tingling. You know when something is a little something is I don't know a little you feel me? Mm-hmm. Like even like that, you need to be shooting mommy a text, or daddy, or stepdaddy, or like whoever, grandma, whoever the parent or custodian. Like you need to be shooting a text to your phone when you're going out the door. There's no way that like even Prodigy, I tell him like even Nevaeh, because now she has a phone. Make sure your phones is sharp.
Yeah. You're breaking up, hun. You're breaking up.
You can hear me now?
Yes.
I said that these kids need to make sure that their devices are fully charged when they're going somewhere that doesn't require a parent. You know what I'm saying? Because there has to be constant communication, or the ability to communicate. If you're in a situation like the young lady Kanika was, and she starts feeling like something is a little funny going on, and you need to be able to shoot an adult a text and say, listen, I'm at this hotel. I don't know. I feel like it's a little funny business going on. And, you know, just stay by the phone just in case, you know, I need to motivate from here, or whatever the case may be. There's no way that should have happened to this girl. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't feel it. I just want to know, like, you didn't feel that these characters was kind of shady. You didn't feel like something else was going. Just me watching the video of the girl with the sunglasses, the mirror shades, and you could see, like, you know, I felt like she was a shady character just watching it. I was uncomfortable and uneasy because I'm like, what is this girl doing? It's like she's trying to buy time. She keeps answering the phone. She's talking in code. You know what I'm saying? She's like, yeah, we up here. We here. You know, where you at? Park around the back. Like, it's just shady business all the way around. But like you said, when you're mixing alcohol and drugs and things like that, you're not thinking clearly.
Right.
You know.
Right. And she did seem a little bit shady. But again, she's giving people, it was a crowd of people in that room. It was a bunch of people in that room. You know what I mean? So, in a party. You know what I mean? So, you know, I would just see it on that level where she's just making sure that everybody gets to where they need to be, which is their room. You know, where the turn-up room was at. You know what I'm saying? Right. And the room was definitely turned up. It was definitely turned up. But we need to understand, as we just need to understand as youth, you know what I'm saying? Our youth have to understand, you know, how imperative it is for them to be responsible when they are out in the public and watching what's happening around them. Whatever somebody put in their hands. If you're gonna drink, you're not even supposed to be drinking. Make sure it's your own shit. You understand? Because can't nobody tell you not to drink. Can't nobody tell you not to do anything because you're gonna do it anyways. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you're gonna drink own shit and you're not handing it over to somebody else so they can put their lips on it or whatever the hell they have in their pocket in their ass, well, you can just leave it right there. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. You know, and then not only that, if you know that whatever you're doing, you can't just go back to, you know, your mom's and be like, yeah, mom, this is what I was doing. Ha ha, this is what it is. You know, this is the turned up life. This is boop boop boop. You will be doing this shit like point blank, period. You know, if you have to, if you know that your parents not going to agree with whatever the fuck you're doing, then stop. 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 And if you do have a parent that will agree with what you're doing, then stop listening to that parent all around the
Listen. It's like this. If you're 19, you're over the age of being a legal adult by a year. You feel me? So there's only so much that we can really tell our children once they get to that. But, you know, but when they live with you, then you can kind of put your foot on their neck a little bit if they stay in with you or whatever. But my thing is they do have to have a little bit of leeway because they are an adult. But like you said, it's all these things are proper training and being proactive, because it's like, okay, yeah, you're legally an adult, but you're supposed to be 21 to drink. But if you're going to drink, like you say, drink responsibly. If you're going to get out here and be drinking before the time frame, like you said, get your own drink or don't let nobody hand you no open container, because you don't know what's in it. You feel me? And my son's in the other room, so
and that goes the same way with smoking. If you're gonna be out there smoking, smoke your own shit because of the fact that
you don't want nobody to pass you no blunt. You don't know what's in it. You know what I'm saying?
And if you don't know how to roll, then you shouldn't smoke. Period. That's what it is. If you don't know how to roll, you can't smoke. And that goes for you adults and you children. If you can't roll, then you should not smoke. Period. Because that means you're trusting the next person to roll your shit.
Right. And you don't know what that next person might like their spliff a little seasoned. And you might not want no seasoned spliff. You know what I'm saying?
Right, on the low. You know what I'm saying? So point blank, period. If you can't roll, then you shouldn't smoke.
Right.
With everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because again, as youth, we can't tell you this is what you're not going to do. Don't do this, because there's adults that's out here doing this shit. But a lot of us adults are doing this shit irresponsibly. I'm not going to say us, but I'm just saying there's a lot of adults that's doing shit that they should not be doing. Period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you're going to do shit, just do it. Whereas, you know, you're safe, and that's all that it is. Just make sure that you're safe.
Right.
You know. Sorry about that.
That's okay. And like I was saying earlier, you have to know who your real friends are. Period.
Right. Like, so who's your real friends? How do you determine your real friends? Because it's funny. It's nice that you say that, because my daughter's right here. Come on, give me that.
Well,
come on, stop.
I can say this, because when I was in school, middle school and high school, my father pointed something out to me when I was younger, and he said that he's like, sweetheart. Every time I talk to you and I say, what you doing? You always be like, oh, daddy, I'm talking to my friend. I'm going out with my friend. I just came back from hanging with my friends. And he's like, every time I hear you talking about friend. Everybody's not your friend. What is a friend to you? And so when he said that to me, it kind of stumped me, because I was like, what you mean? What is a friend to me? My friends, we hang out, we go to the movie. He said, everybody you go out. He said, everybody you go out to the movies with and chill with is not your friend. You got to know how to put people in their category. He's like, you got friends, you got associates, you got school classmates, you got co-workers. he was like, at the end of the day, what is a friend to you? Is this somebody you can depend on and call on at 3 o'clock in the morning? You need somebody to vent to. Are they going to listen? Is this somebody who's going to judge you or give you a lending ear and give you constructive criticism? Is this a person that you can depend on? Is this a person that can depend on you? Is this a person that uses you, or they just love to be around you for you? Is this what is
Right.
a friend to you? If you have a friend that you can really say, I can call this person, and if I'm down, they're gonna lift me up. If I need help, they can assist me. If they can, they will. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just there for you. That is like your
Yeah, you're breaking up, sister. You're breaking up. You're breaking up, sister.
extendo. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is a real friend. They hear me now. Can you hear me now? I can't do it. Hello. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes.
Look, okay, Verizon. But yeah, like, you have to make sure that this friend is gonna have your back in a case. Worst case scenario, your friend's gonna pull you to the side and be like, yo, see, there's some shady characters in here. I don't like the energy in the room. You feel me? Like, that's a real friend. Right. That's a real friend. You know, a real friend is gonna tell you what it is, even if you might not like it. Even if you might not like it.
A real friend is going to be there for you when your mama tear you behind up because you ain't returned yourself home at curfew or before curfew. A real friend is going to be there to listen to your cry. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that you're okay and ask you if they can bring you something to school in the next morning, some water or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For your hot ass. You know? So
right.
That's what, them real friends would do. Because I know one thing. I was when I was growing up, they had playing hooky in school. Do they have that anymore?
No, hooky. You just don't go to school.
There's no name for it anymore?
No, so I'm not going to school today.
Oh, well, back then it used to be called hooky.
Hooky.
And
yeah.
So my a friend of mine, we had played hooky. And here we are, mind you, we're in high school. Here we are on our way. I don't know where we're on our way to. I can't remember, but we was in the hood. Don't know where we were going. In fact, I think I do know. We went to our other friend's house who always be hooking school. You see what I'm saying?
You telling his house? Wait. You telling this story, children? Huh? I said, are you telling this? Are you telling this story in front of the children because that can be used against you later on as blackmail, right?
It's okay. I need to let them know the reason how this is where your friendship lies. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we're leaving his house. No, in fact, we're on our way to his house. We're on our way to his house to go chill. In fact, this is Kevin. You know my friend Kevin, right? To his house to go chill for a bit, and as we, because we're at Forest Hills, and you have to get. He lives over there by Ashmont Station. He was at West Roxbury High, so we had to go to Forest Hills, get off at Columbia Road, right? Get on the 23 to over there by Norfolk. Boom. When we got off the bus from, when we got off the 16 from Forest Hills, we see my friend's mother. We're walking towards her car as she's driving towards us.
Right.
Whose car handed, so she's like, yo, no, you go. You get in the car. So to make a long story short, after we departed, we end up running into each other. Like, her mother ended up dropping her off at the station so she could take her behind to school. And I ended up just going back to school. But at the end of it all, we, never mind.
What? I know you did not just go through all that long story just to say never mind.
Never mind. Because I forgot a part.
Oh.
I forgot a part.
That's what I was exactly. That's why I was like, "You sure you want to tell that story?" Because then when they end up doing, hey, Ma, you told us, Ma, you told us that we not supposed. But you remember the story you said you and Kevin and
I'll put them in headlocks. That's the problem with you kids. You think that you can challenge your parents. You better cut it out. You know what I'm saying? So don't be out here challenging your parents. But we definitely want to continue this discussion. This is just to introduce, because I have actually some things that I want to do. I want to share my screen with you. Okay. You know, so that you can see what I know you got some things to do. I have to finish up some things as well before the time finishes up. And I will we'll do a part 2 to this. You know, because I have some information that I would like. Okay. And you're about to experience some rain, right? Oh no, actually, you're at home. I'm thinking it was never mind. Don't worry about that. So yes, everyone.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What? Listen.
Girl, life is good, right?
Live. We are live. Woo! Bring it down.
Love you, sis. Love you. One. So, everyone, thanks for tuning in. We're gonna come back and finish up some discussion.
Yes.
Finish up this discussion regarding Kenneka Jenkins. We're not going to really be up here speculating anything because it's not about speculating. We don't know shit because we was not there.
Right.
At the same time, you know, we are concerned as well. Definitely concerned. The entire freaking world is concerned right now.
Cutting a little bit too.
You know, and I also want to show some pictures that my daughter had showed me.
Cut down here. You're going too high.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Love you, everyone.
Love you too. Love you too. Love y'all. Mwah.
Everybody, we out. Deuces. Peace, love, blessings.